Hi, my name is Lonnie Lee, and this is my marine science video presentation, Sushi-Related Overfishing and the Coveted Bluefin Tuna. So, this presentation is going to be about how the fish market, mostly pertaining to sushi, has a very significant and negative effect on the world fish population and how we, just as regular people, can fix these problems. There's also a focus on the bluefin tuna because of its position as sort of a keystone fish in the sushi market, and because of its ridiculous demand. This topic especially interested me because of my interest in food, especially sushi, and personally wanting to make a difference. So I chose to ask this question: how much effect is human consumption actually having on the global fish population? Because of the realization that it sparks. Rarely does one sit down at a dinner table and look down at their plate and really question where their food is coming from and the effect it has. I doubt that anyone in the United States is going to starve because they can't have bluefin tuna or any other specialty fish species that's served at higher-end restaurants and sushi restaurants. But serving these fish at these restaurants for the brief enjoyment of humans, what it can do is completely ruin a species or an ecosystem in totality. And it's because of this that this question was really what led this presentation, and it is a unifying theme through this issue that I'm researching and about how we should deal with it. So, a little about overfishing in general. Globally, around 80% of the world's fish stocks are either fully to overexploited, and many scientists believe, after a lot of research and calculations, that the world's fisheries will completely collapse by the year 2048 if consumption continues at the rate that it is now. And this is a relatively recent issue because of the new technology that has been developed in the past few decades for fishermen to use. An example would be drift netting, where they drag very large nets across the surface of the water, and because a lot of fish can swim backwards, they're all caught, whether they're the targeted species or not. And a result of this is that millions of fish that aren't even used are getting killed, and the fish that are targeted are getting fished at such a rate that their reproduction can't keep up. Another way would be trawling. Trawling is also another fish technique. It's very similar to drift netting, except for the fact that it's done at deeper levels of the ocean, even the ocean floor, which catches. So this allows fishermen to catch larger species at the rate that I just described. Along with this comes a lot of socioeconomic issues also. Because the fishing market has gotten so big and on the edge of toppling over because of the extreme demand, it's very possible that millions of people will lose their jobs that are in the fishing industry, and that an entire sector of the food economy can collapse by the year 2048. This is very reminiscent of the housing market, if someone needed a comparison. So a little about the bluefin tuna. To start off, we should probably talk about Japan's role in the fish market in general. So, around the world, all the fish caught, 1 in 10 fish is sent to Japan. Also, as of 2009, half or 42 of Japan's 84 fish stocks are categorized as low by the country's Ministry of Fishing. And at the center of this controversial Japanese fish market and fish culture is sushi. And at the tip of the sushi pyramid is a coveted bluefin tuna. It's coveted for its red meat-like quality, it's coveted for its fatty parts, and it's used as a standard and is highly considered the most demanded fish in the entire sushi world, whether it be in Japan or all around the world. And right now, 97% of the world's bluefin population has been wiped out. 97%. There's only 3% left in the world, several hundred thousand at the moment. That's like if you had 100 Facebook friends at night and then you just went to sleep, and in the morning you were left with 3. That's kind of what this is like. It's very, very hard to grasp, but it's to the point where these bluefin tuna are pretty much gone, and there's very little fight over it at the moment. And a lot of this is due to the fact that 50% of the tuna's gross weight is not usable; it's thrown out. So fishermen, in essence, have to catch twice as much bluefin tuna in order to satisfy the world's demands than any other fish. And that is another part, the demand. The demand is out of the roof. So in 2013, the most expensive tuna, just one singular fish, went for $1.7 million. That's ridiculous. One fish going for almost several $1,000,000. That is a rarity, but it's not rare to find fish consistently, no matter what year it is, in the Japanese market to go for several $1,000s. So you can see, based on prices, that the market for fish is very demanding. The bluefin tuna is very demanding. And the fact that it's used in such an inefficient way leads to the bluefin tuna being a very precarious species in the fish market. So to close off, I'm just going to list a few solutions to the overfishing problem that we have. So one of the solutions would be farm-raised fish. So you can successfully farm-raise bluefin tuna, just to name a specific species. So that's from birth to death, all raised on a farm. So this makes it so that these fish are completely separate from the natural marine ecosystem, so that they have no effect. Another thing that governments can do is set age limits. At the moment, currently, 90% of the world's bluefin population is fish between ages 1 and 2. They live for several years longer. We can definitely set age limits to these tunas so that they have opportunity, if they're females, to lay eggs, and if they're males, for them to find females and reproduce. Also, there are replacement species. So, for example, the bluefin tuna has yellowfin tuna, has albacore, all these different species that also have very similar meat and very similar taste, that are cheaper and more sustainable. And these are 3 very basic but very effective ways that can fix our overfishing problem. And for any average person like you or I or anyone else, when you go to a sushi restaurant, just simply ask, "No bluefin tuna."